Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So that kind of a day wherein you just tip off your hat to the sheer brilliance of one player. Yes, Punjab Kings were outplayed by the sheer batting exhibition from Abhishek Sharma tonight, and it was a show, it was a batting exhibition, it was a game wherein one team was outplayed by the brilliance of just one player. And yes, I think even the Punjab Kings fans would be appreciating the efforts of Abhishek Sharma today. A top knock, a top effort after having some meager outings in the previous encounters this season in the IPL 2025 so far. But today it was just Abhishek Sharma at his very best. It was his first 100 in the IPL. Yes, alongside Travis Head. Travis Head played a good knock too, but it was Abhishek Sharma's show in the end. He has already registered two T20I hundreds for India, one against Zimbabwe in the July last year, and one in January against England at the Wankhede Stadium. And today it was his first 100 in the IPL. As far as the highest scores by an Indian is concerned, this was the highest score by an Indian in the IPL. This is the highest score by an Indian in the IPL after 132 by KL Rahul at Dubai. This is the highest score by an Indian, Abhishek Sharma. For SRH, this is the highest score once again, and SRH has won the encounter. And Nimish, today SRH was at their very best, not so with with a ball in hand, but with the bat in hand. When we talk about the deadly and lethal nature of this SRH lineup, and I think it all depends on how Abhishek and Travis Head perform. And today it was a show from both of them. And we had seen some of them in the last season, but today it was first time in this IPL wherein Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head showed some signs of brilliance today.
Yeah, absolutely. Abhilash, today I saw this kind of, Abhishek Sharma, especially Abhishek Sharma. We are well used to it that Travis Head is, known for having blistering starts from many years now, a couple of years actually. So today, especially, I would like to talk about Abhishek Sharma. The willingness, he was changing his strides. He was, willing to take some kind of risk. Uh, Actually, bowlers weren't very clueless, to be precise. In my mind, in my opinion, bowlers were pretty clueless at which length, which area they should bowl because he was absolutely toying with the fielders, he left no option to the bowlers where to bowl and how to bowl, even those spinners. Even Yuzvendra Chahal was looking very clueless today while bowling at this particular match. And I saw that kind of expression with Yuzvendra Chahal for the first time in whole career. How many years he has played cricket for? I have seen that kind of expression for the first time. So it's nice to see that kind of a batting, and even happy that India is producing such kind of players like Abhishek Sharma. He will destroy. He will get dismissed in the initial 10 overs itself, or either he will finish matches like this, how he has done today. So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely happy after seeing his batting today, Abhilash, without any doubt.
Yeah, and after some meager outings, as I said in the beginning of the video, in the previous five encounters, there were concerns and uh, even in the SRH lineup, and I would say in the Indian camp as well, because he is the frontline Indian opener for the T20 World Cup next year. But Abhishek Sharma has once again proven that why he is amongst the best. And as you said, I absolutely agree with you. Even if he gets dismissed, he plays an impactful knock of 30,
Yeah,
40 runs. But on his day, he makes the most of it. And on a day like this, wherein he, as you said, he was just toying with the field, toying with the bowlers of that class. Abhishek Sharma, I think Punjab Kings were outplayed by the brilliance of one player today, and
absolutely.
there are many things we can look at, but Abhishek Sharma was just too good for them today. And on
Yeah,
a day like this, we were used to seeing Chris Gayle dominate like this in the IPL in the previous decade, but to see an young Indian opener, a young Indian stylish left-hander coming in and toying and manipulating the field. Shreyas Iyer as leader, I admire him a lot, but today Shreyas Iyer, his face told everything, his emotions told everything, that he had tried his all the weapons. He had tried 8 bowlers today. He had fixed all the fields for him. But when you are hitting right into the stands, you can't place a fielder in the stands for a player like him. And today, yes, Abhishek Sharma, sheer brilliance for him from him. But coming to their bowling, SRH's bowling, uh, it is a fact that you have chased down a total of 245. But to begin with, you have leaked 245 runs as well. So Mohammad Shami, a major concern, having so much of experience, 4 overs for 75. I don't think it is a very good news for SRH going into the coming stages or the coming matches, because they will be traveling a lot more now, because they have played 3 to 4 home games so far. They will be traveling, and Mohammad Shami in form, they need him.
Uh, yeah, I'm actually very worried about Shami's form. I'm because I haven't seen bowling him. I haven't seen batsmen, playing with him like this, and it's very hurtful to see him bowling like this. Uh,
Yeah,
and actually, the thing with the test bowler speciality, who have the speciality, bowling in test bowling also. Uh, or experience, you might say, uh, they they lack variations in today's game with against Gujarat also. I saw
yeah,
Siraj bowling the one and only they were sticking to only one line and length. Even though
yeah,
Mohammad Shami today, he bowled too many full tosses. He
yeah,
gave too many runs. Why? Because he was bowling too many full tosses. I mean, you can bowl one full toss, you can bowl two full toss. I can understand it happens. अगर हाथ की grip आपको उंगलियों से grip नहीं मिलता है, if you are not getting grip from your fingers, or your fingers are wet because of the sweat that you generate while playing in the field. uh, एक आधा बॉल समझ सकता है कोई भी इंसान कि गलती से हो जाता है या छूट जाता है बॉल, क्योंकि हम भी खेल खेल चुके हैं ओवर आर्म क्रिकेट,
yeah,
तो हम समझ सकते हैं कि वो कैसे होता है करके. बट इफ यू नोटिस, Mohammad Shami bowled 4 overs, and at least he was bowling in the same one and only same line, the short pitch line. Same goes with Siraj also in today's game. And another thing that I saw is he was bowling too many full tosses that I saw, and in which uh, Shreyas Iyer and in the last over, even Stoinis took the opportunity and scored as many runs as possible. But the turning point in the game I would like to highlight here is Abhilash, when Shreyas Iyer got dismissed. I guess that was the turning point for Punjab
yeah,
mostly. They It was not a bowling failure, I must say, because they were bowling as per the field setting, and it was a sheer brilliance of Abhishek Sharma, I would say. And Abhishek Sharma plus that Travis said, he
certainly.
also added some crucial runs, but the main contribution was done after all by Abhishek Sharma. It was sheer brilliance by Abhishek Sharma. Uh, and I would like to, as I was seeing, when Shreyas Iyer got dismissed, the flurry of wickets started, falling for Punjab. Shashank Singh got dismissed at that point of crucial time. At that point of time,
Yeah,
Shashank Singh also got dismissed. He, even though he scored, he faced 3 balls. He didn't wasted that much balls for Punjab. That's a good thing. But scores were missing, and runs were missing from Shashank in this match when it was needed. And even Maxwell played a very rash shot in my opinion, because
as he always does.
in yeah, as he always does. He played a very rash shot, and he got dismissed. And at least I would say, if Shreyas Iyer would have not been dismissed,
Yeah,
265, 270 was a minimum target. I think they would have achieved, even though Stoinis would have fired in the end. I think that was a minimum target they would have achieved if Shreyas Iyer wouldn't have got dismissed in this match, which uh, which I think would have made the match more competitive, because in the end they would have managed, in if the match goes deep, any of the team's players tend to make any kind of mistakes,
Yeah.
and in that moment, any player can make a mistake, and any player can sorry, any team can win a match from that point of time. So yeah, this was the crunch and crucial moment in the match. I would say that when the Shreyas Iyer got dismissed, and they were short of some runs, and because of which Punjab lost the match, I would say.
Yeah, and coming to the point that you said that they were they somehow managed to restrict Punjab Kings to 244, I would say 245. If there not had been that Mohammad Shami's last over, I think they would have squeezed them to around 225, even 225 as well. But when we talk about putting the squeeze and putting the brakes on a pitch like this, it is all about the bowlers who can take wickets. And coming to the protagonist for SRH today, it was Harshal Patel. 4 wickets for him. Last
Yeah,
year around, he played for Punjab Kings. He picked 24 wickets. He won the purple cap, but he was released by Punjab Kings. Today, he picked 4 wickets, and I think the only way you can put breaks on the opposition batters on this kind of a deck
by
is by
taking
picking up
wickets.
wickets. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think Harshal Patel did it pretty well today.
Yeah, exactly. And even though when he picked first wicket of Priyan Sharia, I was very, convinced by that point of time. Even though he had leaked in that over 13 to 14 runs, I was, convinced that he did a very good thing by picking up his wicket. He bowled a slower one and a wide delivery at that point of time,
Yeah,
which I don't think Priyansh was expecting or was not expecting. I was not able to figure it out at that point of time. But I would say that it was a miscued shot. It was a mistimed shot from Priyansh, which can happen to any player. Uh, and that clicked for Harshal Patel at that point of time. He bowls variation. I like bowlers who bowl variations in T20 cricket. You can't bowl the same line and length in this format because this format doesn't support that kind of a game by bowling in the same length and area. Uh, Shami was doing the same mistake. He was bowling short deliveries, and especially he was bowling full tosses, for which he was bashed here and there in this match. And yeah, as I said, and even one thing I wanted to mention is Ishan Malinga. Ishan
yeah,
Malinga was also bowling very good variations. He was bowling.
yeah,
If you leave his last over, whatever he bowled, he was the last over he bowled. There were too many, miss deliveries that he bowled. I mean to say is he was deviating from his lens. He was not bowling correct lens at that point of time, according to the fielding setting that SRH had said at that point of time. But if you leave that one over, he bowled brilliantly, I guess. Even though he was scored
yeah.
for runs, I guess he had bowled very brilliant overs. The 3 overs that he bowled were very brilliant, and because of which he got the first wicket. Sorry, he dismissed. I guess he
He
dismissed
dismissed
whom?
Prab Simran and Nehal Vadera.
Prab Simran, yeah. He bowled slower balls very frequently at that point of time. Slower balls, and he was changing his length again and again. Whenever he was being smashed for boundaries and sixes, he was changing his length again and again. And even though was scored for some runs in this match, I I will say that he bowled brilliantly today. If you leave the last over that he bowled, I guess these two bowlers, like I said, Harshal Patel and Ishan Malinga, they bowled brilliantly today. I would like to say this.
Yeah, and coming to Punjab Kings at the halfway stage, when you have posted 245 runs on board, even after looking at they were 10 to 15 runs short, with the fact that they were going pretty well, with Shreyas Iyer batting at an impressive strike rate of 227. So definitely at the halfway stage, they have their noses ahead because you have posted 245 on board. A relatively out of form side is against you, an out of form batting lineup is against you. But as I said, it was the sheer brilliance of Abhishek Sharma. Coming to the captaincy of Shreyas Iyer, he has used 8 bowlers today. I think when Abhishek Sharma got out, it was too
Too late.
late or too early. for him to give up, I would say, because 23 were needed of 18. Klassen and Ishan were new to the crease, and he handed the ball to Shashank Singh. Uh, he had overs left of Marco Jansen. He had overs left
Yeah.
of his main bowlers as well. So why not back your main bowlers when you have two new batters on the crease?
Maybe Abhilash, I would not suggest at that point of moment. Also, I wouldn't have suggested Shashank Singh to be bold. But I guess the
Exactly.
thought process behind it, maybe it was because he's a new bowler. He was being bowled for the first time in IPL also, and he has that kind of an experience of bowling in Ranji cricket, or you might say domestic cricket. And he's a new, he's a new kind of a bowler in that match. So he's clueless. I mean, batsman will be clueless while facing him. So maybe that kind of a thought process might have been running in Shreyas's mind. And another point that I would like to highlight is Jansen was bashed for 17 or 18 runs in his first over when he bowled. So might be possible that this thought might have been running in Shreyas's mind. Though I agree with you when you said that it was sorry, when Abhishek got dismissed, 22 of 18 was required. You might, you wouldn't have, if you wouldn't have given up, or if you had that kind of, वो बोलते हैं ना, वो एक इच्छा शक्ति होती है आप में, तो आप शायद कोशिश कर सकते थे जीतने की. आप यू वुड हैव गिवन अ टफ रन फॉर to Sun Hyderabad's batsmen. But as I said, the thought process might have been some kind of different thought process was being running in Shreyas's mind. So that's why he tried Shashank at that point of time, I guess.
One more point, Nimish, as I had said in the previous video of Punjab Kings match as well, their impact player, coming to their impact player far as their bowling lineup is concerned. First game, Vijay Kumar Vaishak was used, and he bowled brilliant Yorkers. He bagged his Yorkers against Rutherford, and we can see that other
Yeah.
teams are deploying the same thing against Rutherford. He was just exceptional in that game, but post that, he hasn't featured in any game. Yash Thakur is being bagged. Why not Vijay Kumar Vaishak when you needed someone who can execute Yorkers today?
Actually, I was also very, disappointed. You might say disappointed or surprised or shocked because of that fact. Because Vijay Kumar Vaishak was very crucial when he bowled against Gujarat. That his spell was a turnaround, turning. He turned around with his spell while he was bowling wide Yorkers. He turned around from his bowling. The match he turned around from his bowling, and I was also very shocked and surprised that why is he not going with Vijay Kumar Vaishak when he was being used against Gujarat. And another thing, why I was also not having any kind of doubt, because when they brought in Yash Thakur, because when he was playing last year for Lucknow, I guess he picked up 24 wickets, Abhilash, to be precise, with 19, whatever 19 match he has played, he picked up 24 wickets for Lucknow. So I guess he's a wicket taker. Because of that, they might have chosen uh, Yash Thakur. But now we are getting to see that result, right? Yash Thakur was not a good choice. After all, he was scored for more than 30 runs of his 2 over spell, whatever spell he has bowled right now in this match. He was scored for 30-35 runs. So I don't think it was a good choice from Shreyas Iyer and his management, Punjab's team's management, and I hope they realize this and they will make some kind of changes in upcoming matches whenever they play. And I hope they bring in Vijay Kumar Vaishak from the next match to bowl.
Yeah, I agree with you. What this means, what this scintillating century from Abhishek Sharma has done is that SRH is now has two wins in front of them now. Both the wins have come at their home, one against RR and one today against Punjab Kings. And I think, Nimish, these kind of innings can be an adrenaline booster for the entire camp, because these kind of innings can just trigger your adrenaline, and you are just 2 or 3 wins away from making a comeback in the tournament. three or four wins on the
Yeah.
trot, and everything, every scenario changes. And I think this innings of Abhishek Sharma might be that adrenaline booster that SRH camp needed in this season.
Yeah, we can say that. We can say that, Avinash, absolutely, because you need that kind of a booster before we start winning on the trot. And yeah, I agree with you. And right now, uh, they might have been in doubt before this match when they won this match. They might have been in doubt. I don't think they might have been in doubt with their approach. But yeah, that confidence is required when you know when you need those kind of winning. The confidence is required, and you start questioning your approach, before the play gets started. So yeah, this win might have been played a very strong, important role. From now onwards, they might be feeling confident. But that brings another thing is, if if your openers are not performing, even though or your both of your openers get dismissed, your team's morale might get
Yeah.
your team's morale might get lowered down while playing your match. So they have to make sure that your middle order is also firing. And as I said, if one team has to become a champion, every player needs to perform. And even though it's a small bit of contribution, the performance is required from each and every player, be it a bowler, be it an all-rounder, or be it a middle order batsman or the top order batsman. The contribution from each and every player is required throughout the tournament if you have to be the champions. So yeah, if if they are depending on their openers, I don't think it will work for SRH. They have to make sure that each and every players gives some kind of contribution, and creates that kind of an impact in the winning. Abhilash.
Yeah, particularly their bowling lineup has to perform when they are traveling. And these kind of an innings, what Abhishek Sharma did today, I think these innings come once in a while. It won't be daily wherein Abhishek Sharma will just come and smack
Yeah.
10 sixes and score 140 with this ease. Ball landing in the no man's land area, you are given out, but it
Yeah.
turns out to be a no ball. I think it was the day that wanted to reward Abhishek Sharma. 5 matches,
Hmm.
51 runs so far before this game, and one game he has just completely turned it around, and he has become once again the best opener of India going into the 2025 T20 World Cup. So
Not
what
only the
this means
best
is that,
opener,
yeah,
not only the best opener, but he has become the highest scorer by an Indian opener. An Indian
yeah,
player has scored this many runs as an opener. This is the first time that we are seeing. And when I saw that stat in that list, it was Chris Gayle, it was Brendan McCallum, it was after that, it was Abhishek Sharma.
Abhishek,
That was a very happy moment for me also as an Indian to see that kind of an Indian player, that stature. Abhishek Sharma is building slowly and steadily, and I'm very happy about that. And after that, I saw is AB de Villiers, and I can't remember one more player, which player
yeah.
it was who scored the highest run. Abhilash.
Yeah, so I would just mention all the top 5 players. 175 by Chris Gayle
Hmm.
against Pune Warriors in
Mm-hmm.
2030. Brendan
Pune,
McCallum
yeah.
against RCB in
RCB
2008, that opening game of the IPL. Then
opening
Abhishek
game.
Sharma,
Yeah,
tonight's game, ABD Villiers 137 unbeaten, I feel. And then 132 by KL Rahul against RCB, wherein he smacked Dale Steyn for fun at Dubai in 2020. 132 not out by KL Rahul is at the fifth position, and he smacked Dale Steyn with pretty ease. And it turned out to be the last game of Dale Steyn in the IPL career. So I have revisited the stats, Nimish, and I think I am correct. Coming to the afternoon's game,
okay.
uh, LSG versus GT. I think everyone was backing GT to win the encounter, but LSG once again has proven that it is not the team on the paper, it is the team that performs on the ground. And LSG has once again, in the absence of Mitchell Marsh, the best thing about today's win is that Mitchell
Yeah,
Marsh, their leading run getter, wasn't even a part of the team because of some personal reasons, and
her
Rishabh
daughter
Pant
is
couldn't
not
play him
doing
in
well.
the
That's
innings.
why
Yeah, due to personal
her
reasons, he was
daughter was
not
not.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So Mitchell
So
Marsh's daughter
for
wasn't
LSG,
well.
yes,
Uh, yeah, Go ahead.
Yeah. So Gujarat was in a very commanding position to be precise, Abhilash. At the loss of first wicket, they built a very good partnership. Even though I would like to mention one this thing is even though I don't support Sai Sudarshan as opening batsman, but I would like to appreciate this one thing about him is he communicates very well between the wickets. He
Yeah.
communicates very well between the wickets. His rapport with Shubman Gill is top notch. His rapport is top notch with Shubman Gill and both of them वो दोनों अपना साथ बहुत अच्छे से निभाते हैं मतलब एक दूसरे को अप्रिशिएट करके बैटिंग करते हैं दोनों भी ये मैंने आज नोटिस किया दोनों के बीच में एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई थिंक but in the end, I would say that when you have Josh Butler kind of a player who can smash the ballers from the ball one itself, I'm not in the favor of Sai Sudarshan or Shubman Gill uh, opening for the team. Even though Shubman Gill has got good stats while opening, I would मजबूरी में मैं सपोर्ट या इन फेवर रहूं भी शुभमन गिल के ओपनिंग करने से बट आई वुड सजेस्ट Sai Sudarshan, I would not change my stand in this that Sai Sudarshan should not open and he should prefer getting batting one down for the team. But why I think the team is focusing on his, he so adamant on his using him as an opener is because the rapport that they share between the wickets while playing.
And the
I
left
guess
right
that is top
combination, I
notch.
feel.
Yeah,
And the
maybe,
yeah,
maybe. I actually I'm not in that favor also. I'm not in that favor that left-right combination. It,
yeah.
it's okay. It's all about performance. If they perform, they people will appreciate, and if they not perform, people will curse them or they will curse words to the players who are not performing. So it's all about performance, I guess. I'm not in that favor, but yeah, I noticed a very good rapport between them. That's why that might be a reason why they are so much adamant on using Sai Sudarshan as their opener. And they were in the commanding position. But LSG bowled brilliantly after the fall of first wicket. LSG bowled very brilliantly, especially Shardul Thakur bowled very brilliantly. Being a surprise pick for LSG, Shardul Thakur is making a statement slowly and steadily that he doesn't deserve to be unsold in the auction. And even though with that kind of a hefty body, he's fielding very brilliantly. The catch that he took, against Digvesh, I guess. Digvesh is bowling, I guess. I don't remember which
Yeah,
on whose
yeah,
bowling he took that catch.
the wish.
Uh, Digvesh, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that catch was brilliant, and it was a stupendous job from LSG's side after they were scoring at a rate of 10 runs per over to restrict them at 9 runs per over and ending their restricting them till 180 runs. They done a very good job at that. Even the pitch was favoring LSG's bowler at that point of time. And to be precise, Gujarat bowled very badly today. बहुत
Yeah.
खराब बॉलिंग किया था गुजरात ने आज बहुत ही खराब बॉलिंग मैं बताना चाहूंगा यही मैंने पहले भी अभी बात करते समय मैंने आपसे मेंशन किया कि यही दिक्कत होती है टेस्ट बॉलर्स जो टी20 में बॉलिंग करते हैं उनका यही एक प्रॉब्लम होता है इवन दो विथ हेजलवुड ये लोग लाइन और लेंथ के बड़े पक्के बॉलर्स होते हैं टेस्ट बॉलर्स एंड आई अप्रिशिएट दैट बट द थिंग इज टी20 वो नेचर के बॉलर्स को सपोर्ट नहीं करता है क्योंकि बैट्समैन का जो थिंकिंग होता है माइंडसेट होता है वो यहाँ पर बदल जाता है एंड टेस्ट में मोस्टली बैट्समैन गेट डिफेंसिव व्हाइल दे आर फेसिंग बॉलर्स बट यहाँ पर डिफेंसिव नहीं काम चलता है एंड इस वजह से बैट्समैन आर विलिंग टू टेक दैट काइंड ऑफ रिस्क इफ पिच इज इन देयर फेवर एंड फील्ड सेटिंग का अगर थोड़ा फायदा उठाया जा सकता है तो बैट्समैन ऑटोमेटिकली अपना जो थिंकिंग है वो स्विच करते हैं आजकल के प्ले में और वही किया मार्करम ने आई वॉज सरप्राइज लुकिंग एट मार्करम्स बैटिंग बिकॉज वो यूजुअली मैं जब भी उनको देखता हूँ वो 25 में 30 15 में 20 या 15 में 22 ऐसा स्ट्राइक पे मतलब ऐसा स्ट्राइकिंग करने वाले बैट्समैन है, बट आज टुडे ही वाज स्कोरिंग एट अ रेट ऑफ 200 इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ मिचेल मार्श। आई गेस उन्होंने रियलाइज कर लिया कि आज मेरे मुझे टिक कर खेलना नहीं है। आज मुझे मिचेल मार्श के एब्सेंस में आज मुझे बीड़ा उठाना उस ब्लिस्टरिंग ओपनिंग का। तो इसीलिए शायद आज उन्होंने वो सही टाइम पे वो जिम्मेदारी ली उन्होंने और आज उन्होंने खेला। एंड एक और चीज जो मैं देख रहा था, निकोलस पुरन एज आई सेड, बैट्समैन विलिंग टू टेक रिस्क, ये सब मैटर आ जाता है। और निकोलस पुरन ही इज जस्ट 3 सिक्सेस अवे फ्रॉम गेटिंग सेट इन द पिच। 3 छक्के उन्होंने मार लिए, तो सामने वाली टीम को कॉशियस हो जाना चाहिए कि ये जो प्लेयर है अपने पैर धीरे धीरे जमा रहा है अपनी पिच पे। और अगर ये कंटिन्यू करेगा, he has that kind of ability. And recently I got aware with some kind of stats in T20, that T20s में सिक्सेस मारने वाले फ्रॉम द ईयर 2024, टॉप 3 में निकोलस पूरन आता है, जबकि टॉप 2 में कौन आते हैं? कंट्रीज आते हैं, कंट्रीज।
Yeah.
ओके, कंट्रीज में दैट इज our India itself with 286s. I was getting aware with that stat. 286s have been scored by India in T20 format. And second, मुझे लगता है West Indies था, I guess, with around 210 something sixes. But third position पे
With
कौन
the
थे? Not
contribution of Pooran, I
not
feel. West Indies with the
yeah, with the
contribution of
contribution of
Pooran.
Pooran, exactly, with the contribution of Pooran, अकेले का 200 प्लस सिक्सेस है, एंड ही इज कमिंग इन नंबर 3। तो ये जो स्टार्ट है, पर्टिकुलर स्टार्ट मेक्स इट वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट दैट अगर इनका विकेट नहीं लिया गया जैसे ही वो खेलने आते हैं, तो दैट मेक्स इट वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट। अगर ये प्लेयर अगर टिक गए ना, ये आदमी भी खत्म करने वाला, मतलब वन साइडेड खत्म करेगा ये आदमी, वन साइडेड खत्म करेगा एकदम। जिस तरह से खेलते हैं आजकल मोस्टली T20s में क्रिकेटर्स या ओपनर्स, जैसा भी आप कह लो, खेलते हैं उसी तरह से कि निकोलस पूरन भी वो एबिलिटी रखते हैं। एंड प्लस उनको सपोर्ट करने के लिए गुजरात टाइटंस की बॉलिंग, मुझे नहीं लगता आज अप टू द मार्क बॉलिंग था आज गुजरात टाइटंस का, स्पेशली मोहम्मद सिराज का शॉर्ट पिच बॉल, वही सेम टू सेम लेंथ पे टिके रहना, शॉर्ट पिच बॉलिंग करना। शॉर्ट पिच बॉलिंग पर आपको छक्के पड़ रहे हैं, आपको फोर मारा जा रहा है, बट फिर भी आप अड़े रहकर आप वही लाइन और लेंथ ट्राई कर रहे हैं, तो मुझे नहीं लगता आपको वो सक्सेस देने वाला है। आप सक्सेसफुल हो रहे हो तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट दैट्स नॉट आप आपको अगर आपको अगर उसपे सिक्स एंड फोर्स मारा जा रहा है, तो आपको लाइन और चेंज करना पड़ेगा, जो कि करने में फेल रही आज गुजरात टाइटंस ओवरऑल एज अ टीम। तो इस वजह से मैच पूरा वन साइडेड हो गया, इवन दो आप पिच का फायदा उठा सकते थे, बिकॉज पिच वाज वेरी स्लो। मेरे हिसाब से पिच वाज वेरी स्लो इन लखनऊ, जिस ठीक से बैट पर नहीं आ रहा था। बट जैसे कि मैंने कहा, निकोलस पूरन और मार्करम ने ऑलरेडी प्लेटफॉर्म सेट कर दिया था जीतने के लिए LSG के लिए। एंड इवन विद दिस काइंड ऑफ बॉलिंग, LSG अगर अच्छा कर रही है, तो शायद आप दूसरी टीम्स को टफ मिल सकता है बहुत। और अप्रिशिएट करना चाहूंगा यहाँ पर ऋषभ पंत की कैप्टनसी को, और जिस तरह से वो बॉलर्स को रोटेट कर रहे हैं ना, अप्रिशिएटेड, वेरी अप्रिशिएटेड। एंड ही इज अ प्रॉमिसिंग, ही इज बिकमिंग स्लोली एंड स्टेडीली, ये भी थोड़ा टेस्ट कैप्टेंसी के लिए ये भी थोड़ा प्रॉमिसिंग कैंडिडेट अभी शायद बनने वाले हैं, मुझे लगता है इन फ्यूचर, विच इज वेरी गुड फॉर इंडिया।
Yeah. Beginning from your first point, Nimish, because you had a long convo, so I was just keeping the points in mind. First point, the test bowlers, you said, because what we consider as the best line and length in test is considered to be the slot in T20 eyes. This is the
Yeah,
reality. If you consider the test matches, that outside offline corridor of uncertainty, full length delivery, swinging out, it will be considered a very good ball. It will be considered as a very good ball. But in T20, the bowlers, the batters just back away a bit and smack that ball, and you call it a slot. So definitely Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami. Today, we we as fans and even the young aspiring fast bowlers have a lesson, because the cricket is evolving, the T20 cricket is evolving, and you have to add variations. You have to change your line and lengths in order to keep pace with the rising stature and the rising bat qualities and the
Yeah,
short selections of the batters. They are just playing with some sort of a freedom. And I absolutely agree with you. The bowlers have to vary their pace. Vary. If we look at Harshal Patel today, what he did was he was
yeah.
varying his pace. He was bowling at 135, and the next ball, on which he got Glenn
Suddenly,
Maxwell out.
speed gets dropped.
Yeah, it was a slow Yorker wherein Glenn Maxwell was completely deceived. So on that point, I completely agree with you. As If I summarize the afternoon game, Lucknow Super Giants won the toss and they elected to field first. Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan, as always, started pretty well. Their top order is
Pretty well.
firing, and they depend a lot on their top order. I feel if the
Top order.
top three, Shubman Gill, Sudarshan, and Joss Butler, doesn't perform,
Sudarshan.
I
Yeah, yeah.
think that team will look in trouble. But so far, so good for them. Sai Sudarshan, his fourth 50 this season. Shubman Gill batted pretty well, 60 of 38. But post that, they stitched a really good partnership, 12 overs, 120 on board. I think they were all looking all set to reach that 225, 230 mark. And I think that would have been a match winning total on that particular venue, on that slowish pitch. But
Yeah.
what happened was Lucknow, with their spinners, they bounced back pretty well. Shardul Thakur in the end bowled pretty well, and their middle order collapsed completely. That meant that they scored just 60 runs in the last 8 overs, and uh, their uh, their total stopped at 180 for six. And when Lucknow Super
180. Yeah.
Giants came to bat, they had a void in their opening slot, because Mitchell Marsh, their best performer so far this season, was missing out, because, as Nimish said, his daughter was unwell. He missed out due to the personal
Yeah.
reasons. Rishabh Pant, who was not in form, he came to open the innings for LSG. I think he was not at all at his very best. We are used to seeing the Rishabh Pant who used to
Yeah.
dominate the bowlers. From the ball one, he didn't look good. But what Markram ensured, I agree with you, Nimish. In the absence of Mitchell Marsh, he took the onus on himself of scoring the runs quickly, because at the other end, Rishabh Pant was struggling, and what that meant was the power play was wicketless. For Lucknow Super Giants, the power play
Yeah.
was wicketless, and in the middle overs, if Puran is coming to bat, he doesn't let the spinners settle. If it's Rashid
Yeah.
Khan, Sai Kishore, or anybody for that matter, Washington Sundar, he didn't let them settle, as he always does with the spinners. He just toys seven sixes and just 1 4 for him. He is just batting at a different level. His caliber is just brilliant. 34 balls, 61 for him. He has the orange cap now. He has surpassed that 350 run mark in just 6 matches. And in the end, Abdul Samad and Ayush Badoni stitched a good partnership under pressure to guide them home. But coming to the tactical mistake, I feel that was made by Shubman Gill during the run chase of LSG. He had Rashid Khan's overs in hand. He had Arshad Khan, who has bowled 2 overs for 11 runs. But he introduced Sai Kishore and Washington Sundar against a well set Puran who just didn't let them settle. I think Rashid Khan was introduced very late into the innings, and what he did was he got
Yeah.
Nicholas Puran out on the I think on the very second ball of the innings. I think he was pretty late in introducing Rashid Khan, and even after LSG has chased it in the last over, chased the total in the last over. Arshad Khan, who has bowled at an economy rate of 5.5, has 2 overs
5. Yeah.
left. So, what do I make of this thing is that I think spinners, especially Washington Sundar and Sai Kishore, bowled, I think, at least a couple of overs extra, wherein Arshad Khan could have chipped in. I think it could have made a massive, massive difference, because you don't want to introduce Washington Sundar or Sai Kishore. I'm not saying that they can't do the job, but in form, Nicholas Puran, I think, is very, very deadly, and you don't want to risk them. Rashid Khan pretty early into the attack, and even if it wasn't Rashid Khan, Prashad Krishna had bowled well. You could have bowled Arshad Khan. Mohammad Siraj was leaking runs, and you have bowled him the full
yeah,
quota of overs, 4 overs, 50 runs, and Arshad Khan 2 overs,
which was
11
not
runs, and these
required.
2 overs. Exactly. I want to know your take on that point, Timish. Arshad Khan 2 overs left. I think it won't make any difference on that game now, but still, I think there was a tactical error from Shubman Gill there.
Yeah, sure, sure. It was a tactical error. Secondly, uh, bowlers were bowling predictable lines. Not only they
Yeah,
stick to one and only line, they were bowling predictable lines. I was able to predict it from TV itself, TV set itself. I was able to predict what Arshad is going to bowl right now as per the field setting. So I was, that was even though I was able to predict, Arshad bowled very brilliantly in this match because he's a medium pace bowler, not like Siraj, who clicks 140, more than 135, 140 kilometers per hour. Siraj is a basically, he's a pacer. He's a sure shot pacer. And secondly, as I said, Arshad Khan would, it was not necessary to complete Siraj's over. You would have rather introduced Rashid Khan earlier in the innings. And even, when Nicholas Puran got out, they were requiring the same situation right now in the match. How much they were requiring, I don't remember, but it was I guess 18 of 12 balls or something. I don't remember properly. But yeah, this was the equation, somewhat near,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
They would have tried. They would have tried. But even though Sai Kishore was bowling the same lines, same predictable lines, and Nicholas Puran was able to, figure it out. And it was very easy to pick him up at that point of time, where he, scored 24 runs off his over, which
yeah,
even after that, if Gujarat was willing to, not give up at that point of time also, they would have given a tough run because at that point of time, Ayush Badoni was, playing a runner ball innings. He was not looking that confident. He was not looking that much in touch. And Abdul Samad was new to the pitch, or you can say he was a new batsman at that point of time. But I don't know. As I said, as you also said in the start, that it was a tactical error by not giving Arshad Khan, because he might have, bowled slower balls at that point of time, and it would have been very much suitable at that point of situation. Might be possible that Lucknow batsmen who were not finding a correct, as I said, Ayush Badoni was playing a runner ball innings. वो शायद थोड़ा उनको डिफिकल्टी फेस हो सकता था पिकिंग अप, अगर वो वेरिएशन मिक्स करके बॉलिंग करते अरशद खान को इंट्रोड्यूस करने पर, अगर वो वेरिएशन मिक्स करके बॉलिंग करते तो शायद ये मैच पता नहीं, शायद सुपर ओवर में जा सकता था, या शायद गुजरात जीत भी सकती थी इवन दो इतना सब कुछ होने के बाद. But as I said, as you said, it was a tactical error from Shubman Gill. Uh, and this is kind of, I can say is inexperience coming into play. I can say not एक ही सीजन का एक्सपीरियंस है शुभमन गिल के पास. एंड तब तक वो शायद मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, एक ही लाइन बॉलिंग कर करके जब वो रन्स रिक्वायर्ड और बॉल्स रिमेनिंग के बीच का जो गैप बहुत ही छोटा रह गया था, तो उस टाइम तक शायद मे भी हो सकता है कि माइंडसेट से शायद गिव अप कर दिया हो, या मोराल थोड़ा शायद डाउन हो गया हो गुजरात का, और उस चक्कर में they weren't able to give that kind of competition which was required at that point of time, Abhilash.
yeah. And one more point, Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami, I feel if you are the captain, they are rhythm bowlers. If their rhythm isn't good from the very
Yeah,
first ball itself, I think they are going to have a bad day. And if we look at Mohammad Siraj, he bowled a bouncer over Rishabh Pant for a four that went for a buys. That was
that
five
was a
runs, wide
surprise.
plus four.
Actually,
Uh,
that
exactly.
was a
Yeah,
surprise bouncer, Abhilash, because it was a surprise bounce, completely surprise bounce.
yeah,
वो कोई भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा था. और सेकेंडली, आप वो सेम बॉल अगर आप वापस से वही लाइन और लेंथ पे डाले होते, तो मुझे लगता नहीं था कि वो सेम
yeah,
बाउंस वापस मिलेगा. दैट वाज अ टोटल सरप्राइज बाउंसर, क्योंकि इतना बाउंस पे कोई भी बॉलर बॉल डालना नहीं चाहेगा। आप सभी
Yeah.
प्लेयर्स को पता है कि हर प्लेयर में एक लिमिट होता है बाउंस करने का, और इतने बाउंस पर अगर कोई बॉलिंग डालता है तो मे बी इट वुड हैव बीन गिवन वाइड, और इट वुड हैव बीन गिवन नो बॉल, कुछ भी हो सकता था। आई डोंट थिंक इट वाज वो जो पर्टिकुलर बॉल आप जो मेंशन कर रहे हैं, ऋषभ पंत को जो बॉल किया था, आई थिंक दैट वाज अ वेरी सरप्राइज डिलीवरी। वो कोई भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा था, मुझे लगता है अभिलाष, उस टाइम
Yeah, and I think it just took off the pitch. Anyone wasn't
पे।
expecting that to bounce so much that even the keeper was deceived by that. So LSG and SRH have registered wins. LSG have now climbed to the third spot, and SRH has suddenly come to the eighth spot from 10th. And Punjab Kings, not too bad a state for them still. They are at the sixth position, and GT is
ओके।
still at the second position. They are in the reckoning for the playoffs. Coming to tomorrow's afternoon game, first up, Nimish, RR against RCB. Uh, it is in Jaipur. The IPL's arrival in Jaipur be a bit delayed,
ओके।
but I think it couldn't have come at a better time for RCB, because I think a change in venue might help them, because they have won three away games, and they have lost two at Chinnaswamy. So what the scheduling means is that RCB is not playing two games, or RCB hasn't played two games on the trot in Bengaluru. So I think that is helping RCB a lot, and a change of venue might offer some relief from a home ground that hasn't been their ideal fortress that they would call off late.
Okay, before I start, which teams comes under top four now? It's Delhi,
Uh, it's it's
Gujarat,
Delhi at top, Delhi at the top, GT at the second spot, LSG have climbed to the third
second
spot,
spot.
and fourth is KKR. Fourth is KKR,
R
and the mid
okay, क्या?
table is RCB, PBKS, and RR are 5, 6, and 7.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, so yeah, the the scheduling which you were trying to say, don't you think it's unfair for RCB?
I don't think it's unfair, because the home isn't proving to be a home for RCB this season or in the previous seasons as well. Uh, I think they have two games on the trot in Chinnaswamy coming up. But so far, as they have won three away games, and they have a very good record at Jaipur, so I don't think they will be complaining.
So let me tell you this one thing, Abhilash. If you see all the teams, आप सभी टीम्स की शेड्यूलिंग को देखोगे, दे आर गेटिंग सीजन के स्टार्ट में ही उनको ऑन द ट्रॉट कम से कम दो बैक टू बैक गेम्स मिल रहे हैं। ठीक है। इवन दो आप पहला गेम आप पंजाब को देख लो, मुल्लापुर वाला जो स्टेडियम है उनका होम क्राउड कहा जाता है, होम गेम माना जाता है उनका, right? तो मुल्लापुर में पहली गेम पंजाब हारती है, बट दूसरा गेम जीत जाती है, राइट?
Yeah,
सो दे आर गेटिंग दैट काइंड ऑफ एक्सपोजर इन द टूर्नामेंट, कि एक गेम अगर वो हारते हैं तो उनको एसेस करने का एटलीस्ट मौका मिलता है सेकंड गेम में, कि हमने यहाँ पर क्या गलती की, हम यहाँ पर क्या सही कर सकते हैं ताकि हम जीत सके मैच को। दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग इज नॉट हैपनिंग विथ आरसीबी, विच और ऑन द ट्रॉट अगर उनको मिल भी रहा है गेम, तो वो एंड वाला गेम्स मिल रहा है, 13 और 14 शायद उनको बैक टू बैक आरसीबी को घर में मिल रहा है, विच मेक्स माई, मतलब मुझे लगता है कि अनफेयर हो रहा है आरसीबी के साथ। मतलब अभी कोई कंप्लेन तो नहीं करेगा ऐसी छोटी बात को लेके, बट आई थिंक दिस इज काइंड ऑफ स्मॉल काइंड ऑफ अनफेयर विथ आरसीबी, बिकॉज उनको एक गेम यहाँ पर खेलने मिल रहा है, बट सेकेंड गेम अगर आप देखोगे तो वो बाहर शिफ्ट हो जाते हैं, उनका अवे गेम आ जाता है, वही अवे गेम के बाद फिर से वो घर पे आते हैं, तो दैट बैक टू बैक एक्सपोजर नहीं मिल रहा उनको जैसे हर टीम को मिल रहा है, वो
yeah,
मिस्टेक्स को ये मतलब सही करने का। और उस टाइम पर ना मोमेंटम अलग हो जाता है, राइट? एनवायरनमेंट अलग हो जाता है टीम का, क्योंकि दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिचुएशन। उनका जो उनका जो भी वेन्यू है उस सिचुएशन के हिसाब से वो लोग प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं। तो मुझे लगता है ये थोड़ा सा शेड्यूलिंग कॉन्फ्लिक्ट उनके साथ अभी हो रहा है, बट एनीवेज चैलेंजेस अगर रहेंगे, और चैलेंजेस के साथ अगर आप कोप अप करोगे, और चैलेंजेस का बहाना दिए बगैर कोई टीम अगर जीतने में सफल होती है, तो दैट मेक्स देम वन ऑफ द चैंपियंस टीम। तो या ये एक छोटा सा बोलते हैं ना प्रॉब्लम जरूर है, बट उनको ये बहाना न देते हुए थोड़ा उनको ये करना पड़ेगा, मतलब थोड़ा एडजस्ट करके एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द शेड्यूल उनको एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा। दैट्स व्हाट एक चैंपियन टीम अगर चैंपियन अगर बनना चाहती है तो चैलेंजेस के साथ ही बनना चाहेगी। कोई इजियर वे में कोई भी टीम चैंपियन बनना शायद उनके लिए वर्थ इट नहीं होगा। तो या दिस इज काइंड, अगर कल का गेम जैसे कि आपने बोला जयपुर में है, राइट? जयपुर
Yeah,
बेसिकली थोड़ा या सो बेसिकली मुझे जितना ज्ञान है या मुझे जितना नॉलेज है, जयपुर बेसिकली फोकसेस ऑन नो एट द पेसर फ्रेंडली पिचेस मोस्टली होता है, या फिर
yeah.
स्पिन फ्रेंडली पिचेस होता है वो। या तो
Pacer
पेस को
friendly, yeah.
फेवर करेगा या
Pacer
तो
friendly, yeah.
या या तो एग्जैक्टली। सो कल के गेम में हमारे आरसीबी बॉलर्स का भी ज्यादा मेन रोल आ जाता है उस टाइम पर। एंड बीइंग इट अ आफ्टरनून गेम, व्यू का कोई फैक्टर नहीं होगा, तो टॉस जीतकर बेसिकली वो चाहेंगे कि टॉस जीतकर पहले बैटिंग करे एंड अपने बॉलिंग पर ज्यादा निर्भर करे बाद में।
Yeah, and as it's an afternoon game, I think toss won't be very crucial. And hasn't been so far in this IPL so far. Toss hasn't been too crucial. I think, as you said in the last video, the team which is playing better cricket is winning. And I think
Yeah,
this is what we want to see as fans, that better cricket, quality cricket is on show for us, because we are investing our 4 to 5 hours, so we want to watch games like today, not
quality
the
cricket.
games
Yeah,
like we had yesterday, in which the CSK was just humiliated by
humiliation,
KKR.
total
So
humiliation. Yeah,
yeah, coming to tomorrow's game once again. As you said, it's a
yeah,
pacer friendly deck, and in 2023, RCB had handed RR a 112 run defeat at this venue, and
yeah.
RR was rolled over by RCB for just 59 runs in 2023. And in coming to 2024, Virat Kohli had struck the only 100 of Virat in the previous season, 113 for Virat last year around. So RCB has some good memories at the Savai Mansingh Stadium. Coming to how the campaign has been so far, Nimish, we have talked about Royal Challengers Bengaluru. RR, I think they have also had a stop-start season so far. Not too good, not too bad for them. There are instances wherein Nitish Rana has scored runs, Yashasvi Jaiswal has scored runs, but I think Jofra Archer has bowled well. But I think their bowling department as a culmination, as a whole, I think there are lots and lots of voids in that, especially with Vanindu Hasranga missing out due to personal reasons. I think once again, I don't see much potency in the bowling lineup of RR going into tomorrow's contest, because they will be facing RCB, who are a very good traveling side this season.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Abhilash, as you said, they basically their openers, especially if Yashasvi Jaiswal is performing, the team will be at the top if he performs very well. And the contribution of Sanju Samson also becomes very important. With even though he is not contributing with his bats, he is very well prepared with his field setup. His field setup is top notch. I guess whatever captaincy I have seen in this year's IPL, I guess Sanju Samson's field setting or whatever field he sets up while fielding, I guess he has been able to impress me a lot with his field setting, which is very appropriate also, and he sets up very tight setup for the batting team, and giving very less chances for the batting team to score some important singles, and he kind of makes sure that batsmen take those kind of risk of scoring sixes or four boundaries for the team in that where there is a proper probability while taking that kind of risk, you might commit a mistake and chances of falling wickets is very much higher at that point of particular situation, which is able to which Sanju is able to do it with his appropriate field positions. I'm very impressed by his field positions, whatever he has made in this year's IPL, and especially coming to Jofra Archer, if he is also being bashed with boundaries and he's being scored runs by the batsman, the morale, or you can say morale of other bowlers gets automatically, very down at that point of time, and they have to make sure, especially Jofra, the rhythm with he's performing right now, he has found his confidence. उनको वो कॉन्फिडेंस मिल चुका है, एंड मुझे लगता है वो अपना कॉन्फिडेंस वो मतलब कहते हैं ना जारी रखेंगे. एंड आपसे ये जानना था मुझे अभी, with Vanedu Hasaranga is not playing in the 11, might be possible, as you said. Who are the reserves for Rajasthan Royals? I'm not able to figure it out right now.
Yeah, as far as the last game is concerned, Fazalak Farooqi replaced him. They replaced him with a pacer. Vanindu Hasranga, as we all know, is a leg spinner, and they
Yeah.
replaced him with a pacer. As far as the impact substitutes, if we look at the previous game, they had Kumar Kartike, who had played one game for them as an impact player. I don't think he will be coming in. Yudhvir Singh, he also featured
Yeah.
in one game. Uh, Kunal Singh Rathore, Shubham Dubey as batter. He came in as the batter in the last game, and Akash Madwal the
Okay.
bowler. So they don't have any overseas player in the impact substitutes in the last game. But coming to the bench,
Mhm.
at the bench they have a player named Mafaka Kwana Mafaka, who played for
Mafak, हाँ,
MI as
Kwana
well
Mafaka. Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
previous season. The young pacer, I think, or I don't think he will be included because he wasn't a part of even the impact substitutes. So I don't think he will be included. I think they will be going in with Fazalak Farooqi or someone else.
He's not finding his whatever matches he has played. He has not performed at at a satisfying level, I guess, Abhilash, and might be there. I'm not saying that they will go with this, but there is a kind of a possibility that they might go with Akash Madwal, because in the 2023 season he had bowled very well for MI, as I know, as I remembered. But last year was not that good for Akash, as I remember, with the captaincy changes and all those things. I don't think it was a good season for Akash Madwal. But in the 2023 year, he bowled very brilliantly for MI, even though he was leaking some runs in some matches. He was leaking some runs, but he was a wicket taker for MI. He was taking wickets at a regular intervals. He was taking wickets for MI, and I think they might, if they have to go with a new option, I highly think that they might introduce Akash Madwal as a regular bowler, because Fazalak Farooqi, I don't think he's finding his rhythm while bowling. Because he's being scored runs, whatever matches he has played, he has been leaking runs for Rajasthan. So I think they might try a new bowler tomorrow. Uh, Quena Makwaka's introduction is also a bit at less. The probability is very less, because already there are many foreign players already playing in the 11. I don't think Rajasthan will go for Quena Mafaka, even though he's a promising candidate. He had a very good under 19 campaign, and last year was not good with MI, as we all know. And going with that, I don't think so. He will be introduced. If they have to try, I will go with Akash Madwal, and because, as I said, it might be a pace-friendly pitch for in Jaipur. You might strengthen your bowling lineup, and you can't depend alone on Jofra Archer. वो करेंगे तो भी ज्यादा से ज्यादा 4 ओवर करेंगे, और 4 ओवर में जितना हो सकता है वो उतना बॉलिंग करेंगे, एंड उनके ऊपर अकेले के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं किया जा सकता. इफ दे हैव टू स्ट्रेंथन their bowling, I think they have to go with Akash Madwal. And if they are going with Fazalak Farooqi, uh, you know, मे बी वो परफॉर्म करे. मैं चाहूंगा कि वो परफॉर्म करे, बट अगर वो परफॉर्म नहीं करते हैं, तो वही बात आ जाएगी कि आपके पास आकाश मडवल जैसा अगर बॉलर है, तो इवन रादर देन इंट्रोड्यूसिंग हिम, rather than playing with Fazalak Farooqi, a foreign player, you should introduce Akash Madhav for the. You should give at least one chance, to see how he performs at that particular pitch.
I agree with you. Akash Madwal was very, very impressive for the MI. The last season wasn't as ideal for him. But as it is a pacer friendly deck, I think an Indian should be backed there. That might mean that they would be going in with three overseas players, and I think it is not a bad option for them. I think
Yeah,
anyone else could have been included, but there are dearth of options as far as the fast bowling department of RR is concerned. There are not many options available for them, and I think they will have to make the best use of the available resources. Uh, Coming to Kwena Mafaka, he's an youngster, as you said. He performed well in the Under 19 World Cup. He got one game for MI, and post that, he left that season because he had his exams scheduled in South Africa. So I think he
okay.
has wrapped all up his exams before coming to this tournament. Tonight's I would say tonight's game, because it's already past 12. So Delhi Capitals taking on MI in the uh, tonight's game. At Delhi. Delhi, we will have the first look of Delhi pitch in this IPL season so far. Delhi Capitals up against Mumbai Indians. Delhi Capitals is on a winning spree. They have not lost a single encounter this season, whereas MI is struggling from the very beginning. As far as the pitch is concerned, there have been two instances of stormy evenings in Delhi, and the temperatures have come down slightly. But I think it will be a high scoring game, because we have already seen, as we see in Chinnaswamy, it is a very, very small ground in Delhi too. And we might expect a high scoring encounter as we saw in the 2023 ODI World Cups as well. MI lead
Yeah.
19-16 in the 35 game head to head against DC. Fab du Plessis coming in meant that KL Rahul was included in the DC setup, and I think he is batting really, really well. I don't think there will be any tweaks with that combination, Nimish, for Delhi Capitals.
Yeah.
But for Mumbai Indians, with Jasprit Bumrah also bowling full fit on the match eve in the practice session today, I think there is no reported injury concerns in the MI camp, and I think if they have to make any changes, what can it be? Is it the batting order of MI, or it's someone coming in from the bench and performing for them?
I don't think they will make any kind of changes with the batting order. Order is well suited for as MI is being carried on over the seasons, over the past year. Looking at the past record also, they are set with Ryan Rickelton and Rohit Sharma opening for them, with one down coming as Will Jacks, and two down Surya is playing. Three down will be coming as Tilak Verma, and after that, by continuing Naman Dhir and Hardik Pandya. So I don't think they will change any kind of maybe some up and down with some players. Maybe Tilak might come at number three, or maybe Surya might come at number three. Maybe possible with that shift. But looking at the bowling, Deepak Chahar, I think they might set Deepak Chahar out in this game, and they might provide Ashwini Kumar another game. Why? Because Deepak Chahar, yeah, actually, the question, there is a dilemma here for me also, as a fan, you can say, or if I was involved in the selection process or team selection process, I was in a dilemma, because if required, Deepak Chahar gives you important 20 runs, 20, 30 runs if required. If the situation comes, Deepak Chahar offers you batting also. But in the bowling department, he's been making some kind of runs. He is not able to, prove it as per his reputation, as per the hype he brings, or the expectation, you can say. As I said, the reputation he has formed till now in IPL, he has not been able to perform for MI in that level. So I think backing their batting, whatever strength they have right now in the current lineup, they might set out Deepak Chahar from the team, and they might provide Ashwini Kumar in the another chance for playing Abhilash, I guess so.
Yeah, so the only possibility of a change is in the fast bowling department, and that too is Deepak
Yeah,
Chahar and Ashwani Kumar, whoever suits them the best, depending on the conditions. And as far as DC is concerned, I don't think there will be any tweaks because they are playing exceptional
yeah.
cricket. Coming to the stats, Nimish, at the Arun Jaitley Stadium last season. 10 innings were completed, and out of those 10 innings, in 8 of the innings, the team had crossed 200 mark, and the other two scores read
Hmm.
199 and 189. So as I said, we can expect a very very high scoring encounter.
High
And
scoring, yeah.
KL Rahul is the leading run getter against MI in IPL with 950 runs in 18 innings at an at a staggering average of 79.16 and a brilliant strike rate too. Rohit Sharma averages 35.22 at the Arun Jaitley Stadium with 634 runs in 20 innings. Uh, he has struck 100 against Afghanistan in 2024 January at
Hmm.
Delhi, and
Yeah.
even in the
Double super over
2023.
game.
Yeah, exactly. And even in the 2023 ODI World Cup, he had scored a century against Afghanistan at the very same venue. So he enjoys batting here. And as Indian fans, we all
Hmm.
want to see the best of Rohit Sharma. He hasn't been in form, he hasn't performed up to the expectations in the IPL. But we
Yeah.
all know what he is capable of. And when he bats, he will bat like the way Abhishek Sharma did today. He will just own the opposition and he will just win it for Mumbai
Opposition,
Indians.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely,
So
absolutely, without any doubt. Yeah, you were saying something. Sorry.
yeah, I was just saying that we are all expecting him to come back into form. Two big games tomorrow. RCB taking on RR. I think as far as if you compare it to today's games, I think tomorrow's game will be even more spicier. I would say RR and
Hmm.
RCB has their own rivalry. MI and DC, the financial, the business capital of India, facing the capital of India, Nimish. For both the
Yeah.
matches, who do you think will be running ahead as far as the favorite for the game is concerned? Just name the teams. In the first game, RCB or RR. Who do you think has an upper hand going into the contest?
In the first game, I'll surely back RCB here. Going with the bowlers they have and the batsmen, the kind of form they are going with, excluding the last match, whatever they played against Delhi. I won't count that match because it was totally out of form match for RCB. They were well,
Yeah,
they were outperformed by Delhi at that point of time. Excluding that match, whatever form they are having, I will back RCB here with a probability ratio of 70-30 at least. Why 30? Because even if one opener is, having a good form for RR, they might they have that ability to, tilt that game towards the team. And if Jofra performs, he will be able. He is one kind of a bowler who will, with his bowling on his day, he can create a one-sided pressure on the opposition team. By seeing that, their bowlers might get, the morale boost, and might be possible that they might be able to outperform RCB. But then too, going by the gut feeling, what I am getting right now, I will back RCB in that game. Do you want me to name the second game also? Predict
yeah,
second
yeah,
game
yeah.
also right now?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so okay. So, you know, I want Rohit Sharma to play as per his reputation, as per whatever stature he has built in the Indian cricket. But we all know, you know, even if he performs or even if he doesn't performs for the team, it never matters for them. It never matters to the owner itself. It never
Yeah,
matters to the owner itself because the kind of aura, or you can say, or the kind of a environment he is setting in the team or in the dressing room, that itself is enough for the players to perform, to play at their best. So I don't think, you know, Rohit Sharma's performance will, make any kind of result, MI will won't depend on Rohit's performances. If he is performing, it's a gold for Mumbai Indians, I would say. क्योंकि उनका जो उनका जो फ्लो बैठता है वो ऑब्वियसली अभी जितना जब से वो कैप्टन बने हैं इंडियन टीम के, अ, तब से मैं देखते आ रहा हूँ उनका जो फ्लो बनता है वो सिक्स या सेवेंथ मैच के बाद ही बनना स्टार्ट होता है. And looking at that, I guess MI is playing its sixth match. So we can expect that looking at the ground records that he had previously, maybe शायद कल रोहित शर्मा खेले, मतलब या वो खेलना भी नहीं चाहे, कुछ किसी और को मौका दे दे, कुछ नहीं बोल सकते. We won't be able to predict that thing. So if he performs, it's a good thing. But I will back. As I said, I have it's a dilemma for me because DC is becoming a dark horse in this tournament, and I have a little bit of soft corner for MI because I'm from Mumbai itself. So that's why I will back Mumbai with 60-40 probability, Abhilash.
Yeah, even I am backing Mumbai Indians to come back into form tomorrow. And as far as Rohit Sharma is
Yeah,
concerned, uh, shorter boundary dimensions, batting friendly deck, and Mitchell
yeah,
Stark in front of him, against whom he has just owned him in the T20 World Cup in 2024. Mitchell
my
Stark in
favorite.
front of him.
One
Yeah,
one of my
so
favorite
we
innings. 92 of,
we as
yeah,
exactly it was the in the game against Australia in 2024 T20
Australia.
World Cup. Yeah, he had just toyed with the bowling of Mitchell Stark. So Mitchell Stark in front of him, shorter boundary dimensions, batting deck. I think Rohit Sharma, we are in for a Rohit Sharma special tomorrow. Not just as a
Yeah,
Rohit Sharma fan, but for the Mumbai Indians franchisee as well. I think Rohit Sharma firing at the top, that just sets the tone for the entire team. That just completely changes the
yeah,
momentum, or I would say the look of the team. If Rohit Sharma is in form and is hitting the ball well, I think everyone just will just come out and smack a few, as we saw in tonight's game. Abhishek Sharma just owned the opposition, and on his day, we are all capable. We all know that Rohit Sharma is well capable of beating the opposition single-handedly, and
opposition.
I don't think
Handedly,
he
yeah,
will need the support of Surya Kumar Yadav or Ryan Rickelton in that, because when he performs, he has five international T20I hundreds for India. He has won five IPL trophies for Mumbai Indians. He doesn't need our validation. He just
yeah,
needs to figure out some things, and I think he will be good to go tomorrow. What I personally want to see, Nimish, is that Rohit Sharma should play a role as a leader. He shouldn't be used as an impact player. He should be there on the field for the 20 overs, and he should be there as a leader. He is not the captain. I understand that, but I think Hardik Pandya must use his expertise. He is a reservoir of knowledge. He has just won India the T20 World Cup and the Champions Trophy as a captain. He is well capable of leading the franchisee as well. But if he is not leading, I think he should be the at least the leader. His input should matter. Him sitting outside the field for the 20 overs is not doing the job for MI, is what I feel. Thank you, Nimish, for joining in. We had a long
yeah,
discussion today. We will join tomorrow as well. Two big games up in front of us. Thank you for joining.
yeah. Thank you, Abhilash.